Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Matt and I do like video games, and in today's video we're talking about PlayStation. It's a rare video for this channel because I do like to keep it Xbox focused, but there is some massive PlayStation news, and that is that Jim Ryan is out as the boss of PlayStation. He is gone, and we're going to be talking about it in today's video, so let's get into it. So PlayStation boss Jim Ryan is on the outs over there at the company. And what's funny about this is that this happened maybe 3 hours, if that, after we wrapped up the show on my channel. We do a show every Wednesday where I cover gaming news and everything with my buddy Ham Solo. And of course, the biggest news of the week just drops after my show, because why not? But regardless, it is confirmed by Sony that Jim Ryan will be leaving the company effective March 2024. And guys, I'm going to go on just a little bit of a rant here because when I got on Twitter after the news broke, I was expecting to see a good amount of the community, saying, thank God Jim Ryan's gone. PlayStation can get back to doing what they are known for doing, what they're best at doing, which is creating great games on a pretty consistent basis. And shout out to my followers and the community and everything. The people I follow specifically on Twitter were kind of echoing that sentiment, honestly. In fact, not the least of which was Pio. And if you don't know who Pio is, he's a pretty big PlayStation fan. He does not hide the fact that he has a pretty heavy PlayStation bias. Awesome, really energetic dude. He's really entertaining. I love that stuff, right? And he does not hide his PlayStation bias. And when this news broke, he was elated. He made a video where he was damn near out of breath, just screaming, yelling, shouting in excitement. But even with the general sentiment from the community being that, I did see people saying, oh, PlayStation was thriving under Jim Ryan. He left on a high note. I saw somebody say he left on a high note. The business was never better than it was under Jim Ryan. And listen, I'm not going to argue any of that because here's the thing. You could look at the numbers, just the business numbers, the money that PlayStation makes. You could look at that and you could make that argument. You could say that. You could realistically say that, and you wouldn't get much pushback for it, quite honestly. But here's the thing. I'm a gamer. We're all gamers in the community. That's why we're a part of this community, because we love games and we love playing them. I don't care about the business end of it. I don't care about Microsoft's profits. I don't care about PlayStation's profits. I don't care about Nintendo's profits. I don't care about Valve's profits. I don't give a shit. I really don't. If they're offering me a good deal, then I'm happy. That's what makes me happy. If they're making it easier for me to buy and play games, that's what makes me happy. And unfortunately, the thing about that is over at PlayStation, what's been happening since Jim Ryan has taken over is the exact opposite of anything I just said. They haven't given me a great value. They haven't given me easier access to my games and choice of where to play them. The cloud saves are completely screwed. I've got to pay for a subscription service, which we're going to talk about next, right now. A subscription service that has gotten a price hike and offers no real increased value over what it offered at a lower price. Which is one of those things, I get it. Inflation is what it is. Prices go up. That's what happens, right? But you would think you would add the illusion of some added value to your service that you're going to be charging me more for. They haven't. Maybe they plan to, but they haven't. They haven't talked about it. Instead, what they did was they said, hey, our subscription service prices are going up, but here's Saints Row as some compensation. Their game of the month for September, their big game in their service for September, was Saints Row. There's been about 6 months that have been better than that month this year for PlayStation, and that's the game you give me alongside the news of, hey, the price I pay is now going up. That's the game you give me to go with that news. Do you guys remember, I think it was late 2021 or the middle of 2021, when Xbox tried to increase the price of Xbox Live Gold? They said, hey, it was $60 a year, now it's $120. They tried to double that price. Not just increase it, they tried to double that shit. And the community gave them so much trash. We gave them so much garbage that they said the next day, they said, hey, our bad. That's our mistake. Obviously, you guys don't like that. That's on us. We're sorry. Forget we ever said anything. And listen, I'll bring that up forever because that was one of the dumbest things that Xbox ever did, was to say we're doubling the price of Xbox Live Gold. Not even Game Pass, not even Game Pass Ultimate, Gold. Just regular ass gold. They tried to double the price of it. But here's the thing. At least when they did that, they offered you Gears 5. Now, is Gears 5 the best game in the world? No, not by any stretch of the imagination. But it is without question a better offering than the Saints Row reboot. In fact, I would have rather them do Saints Row the 3rd remastered and put it in PS Plus for the month. In fact, I believe they've done that already. Do it again. Do it again. Let the people who didn't get it the first time get it this time around. Do that again. And I mentioned those cloud saves a second ago. Here's my thoughts on the cloud saves, okay? The cloud saves over at PlayStation, listen, I gave into it. I got the subscription. I'm on a year subscription right now. I think I run out in like March of next year. Funny enough, I run out when Jim Ryan leaves the company, which is quite funny. But that's when I run out of my PS Plus. Once I'm out of PS Plus, I'm probably done subscribing. Unless they do some significant change to what they're offering and their subscription tiers, I'm probably done subscribing for the foreseeable future. And here's the thing. I'm going to lose access to cloud saves, but my thought process on that is if I really want to play the game again, I'll just start it over. I'll honestly just start it over. And my reasoning for that is, well, I look at my last year on PlayStation. From September 2022 to September 2023, out of those 12 months, I've got maybe 3 monthly games. I've picked up about 3 games from them, and I haven't booted them up. They're just kind of in my library sitting there. So at this point, all I'm really paying for with PS Plus is cloud saves. And cloud saves to me aren't worth $60 a year, let alone the new price. I think they're bumping that up to $80 a year for the base subscription. No, I'm out. So when I sit back and think about all of these things that PlayStation is doing as a collective, dude, I just remembered the PlayStation Portal. People, dude, they're trying to call that the PSP. That was greenlit under Jim Ryan's leadership, and they're trying to call it the PSP. That is not a PSP. That is a PlayStation Portal, and that thing stinks. It stinks. It's a dud. But that's the kind of thing that was happening under Jim Ryan's leadership, is exactly that, where it's like, I love PlayStation. I want to make that clear. I do love PlayStation. I grew up loving PlayStation. I've loved PlayStation in every part of my life. I've had every PlayStation console. I had the PS1, I had the PS2, I had the PS3, the PS4, the PS5. I love PlayStation. And make no mistakes about it, I make it very clear here on the channel. This is an Xbox-centric channel. I do prefer Xbox. That's just the way it is. But I grew up with PlayStation. I have very fond memories of it. And as someone who has bought into the PlayStation ecosystem, I've got a PS5. I'll be getting a PS6. I'll be getting a PS7. I'm bought into the PlayStation ecosystem, and I want to see PlayStation succeed. I want to be hyped for PlayStation. I want PlayStation to seem like they're having fun, right? They don't seem like they're having much fun right now. And they're not generating tons of hype either. I mean, at least this whole year. You look at this whole year, sure, we've got Spider-Man at the end. I'm hyped for Spider-Man. I can't wait to play Spider-Man 2. But leading up to this, and what comes after Spider-Man 2? I mean, what do I have to look forward to once I beat Spider-Man 2? We don't know yet. There's no hype. And I'm looking forward to getting some hype from PlayStation. Maybe Jim Ryan leaving. Maybe someone stepping in his place. I know they got that corporate guy from Sony kind of as an interim CEO of PlayStation. What's his name? Hiroki Totoki. I'm sure he'll do great as long as he needs to do great. But hopefully the guy they get to step into Jim Ryan's spot permanently can really lead PlayStation forward and bring back some of that fun and some of that momentum that we really had during the PS3 and the PS4 generation. But guys, I've been ranting long enough. It's time for me to get out of here. I got to get this edited so that I can get it uploaded for you guys. But leave a comment down below. What was your instant reaction, your gut feeling, when you read that Jim Ryan was leaving as the boss of PlayStation? Leave that in the comments down below. Let me know how you feel about it. Leave a like if you like the video. And if you're enjoying this kind of content and you want to stay up to date with it going forward over here on the channel, well, the best way to do that is consider subscribing, consider ringing that notification bell, because it helps you stay up to date with everything that happens over here on the channel, and it helps promote me in the algorithm, helps push the videos out to way more people, and I really do appreciate that. And with that being said, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.